welcome back. Today is the day we finish up the Game Changer build. Work's been a little busy for me, so I haven't been able to finish this one up, but today we're going to get it finished up. The final pieces are in, and we're going to get them put on today and get this thing boxed up and shipped back to Game Changer. So let's open up and see what we got. We got some goodies that were sent out from a good company. So EMP Performance has sent their motor mount kit, and I really like this kit. You see these little pieces here? They wedge in between, so we don't have to use the plastic top hat that's really going to support the center spool for the bearing, which is awesome. And then we have his center spool and the hinge pin holder from EMP Performance, which is definitely a cool setup. So we're gonna get this stuff installed and see how this goes. So there you guys go. EMP Performance. There's his website. Go check him out. He has all this stuff in stock, which is pretty cool. But EMP Performance hooked this stuff up for Game Changer, so Game Changer can have all the cool stuff in this build. I think he's really going to be shocked to see how far this thing has progressed in the 4 weeks I think I've had it now. So a little longer than I wanted to have it, but you know, things happen. So let's get to installing some cool stuff. See if I can get in here. By taking out the front bolt, I should be able to flip up this brace with the XLX on it. Definitely faster with the drill. Right, let's see. So this top plate is what we're trying to get rid of. And then the plastic support in the back. So this is the piece that this top plate is going to replace. There we go. The back's not too bad. But this front, it's killing me. God, it's just way in there. So here This piece right here is the plastic piece. We're going to go ahead and get switched out. Alright, went ahead and got the plastic one taken off. Got EMPs installed there. Now we're going to get his top plate out. These little wedges are cool. That is going to get in the way of that brace, which is not going to work with this mount. This is a lot wider. Than this. All right. Going to mock this up because I think I'm going to have to make a cut in this. I still want to try to use this brace. I'm just mocking this up, guys. These aren't the screws that are going to have to go in here. But the brace hits. So I'm going to make a change. I'm going to make a cut in this brace, this top plate. Which, this is what happens when you use different manufacturers to do different things that you're trying to do. And, oh, I just dropped that screw. This, people have used as the center spur, but this is the front diff locker. I thought this was the center spool, but then I saw the 4 bolts. It didn't match up with my spur gears, and I was like, I called EMP. I'm like, is this the center spool? He had sent me the spool earlier, so here's his center spool that goes in there. This is the front diff locker. People put these in the front. So that's what that is. That's not the center spur gear or spur spool. This is the spool. So my confusion, it's actually a front diff locker, which is really cool. You can use it front or rear, but people lock up the front just to get that direct pull. So there's the incision I'm going to have to make to clear this bar. So I think that'll work out pretty good because this notch has to go where our adjusting screws are. So I'm going to try to do that to this top plate. I do have more top plates. Don't tell EMP I'm cutting his bracket. Let's find some bolts that'll work in there. Now these little pieces, should slip down. Over the bearings. Like such. That's going to clear now. I'm still mocking it up, guys. Now I'm going to get, he had, I think these two. Work better. Now these are just holding on those little wedges that hold the bearing down. And then these two I can use to center the brace. Just a little modification. So my brace goes down, as you see. Now I'm going to have to put Loctite in these because it is metal. But that's the piece I cut out of the EMP top plate to get it to clear, to get it to drop down so that we can get the benefit of the sturdy mount. That's much better. We're not going to have any flex in that now. That's perfect. I got my play back and forth on the drive shaft. That's perfect now. That's awesome, guys. So that's the EMP mount. Next, I'm going to work on EMP's front spool, front diff locker. I keep calling it a spool, but it's a diff locker that he designed. So I'm going to work on that and then get this thing ready to go out. But that's going to be tearing apart the whole front here, and I will do that on another video. So I wanted to show you guys the motor mount install, EMP's new products. Go check them out. It's some pretty cool stuff. EMP. So I thought I had his card out already. But there's his website, empforperformanceproducts.com. So go give him a like and go check out his website. He's got a bunch of cool products that work for all the infractions, limitlesses, the spools, the center, the diff lockers, the spools, the center support mounts. Now, if you run the factory brace, you don't have to cut the top plate. But as you see, if you have one of these drop down XLX braces, because it comes so far forward, I had an issue where it was actually hitting the front of the factory plate and you have to clearance it. So with this, I don't have to force it in or out now. I've now clearanced it to where I can take this on and off, and this top plate is very solid. So it really stiffens up where the center spool goes with this motor mount system. If you run the factory brace, this is designed, I believe, to take an XLX. Mounts right on top of this plate if you don't run the center brace. Or you can space it up like I did on my original build. I ran spacers here and then mounted the top plate up here and put the XLX right on top here. This mount is drilled for the Mamba Monster X8S, and it's drilled for the XLX, and it's drilled for some of the Hobby Wing ESCs. That's what all these little holes are on the side here, is to mount ESCs to the top of this motor mount, which is really cool because all you do, EMP does sell different spacers like this, and all you do is space up your plate, and you can run your plate at the top, which works out really, really well, which I did on my first build. I used this plate and spaced it up with the factory brace because none of this stuff was out then. But there we go, guys. I'm going to finish this up for Game Changer so that I can get this thing out. And yeah, I'm sure he's going to be excited to finally see in person his infraction, his V2. It's all set up to go fast. So I really want to get this thing boxed up and get it out to him today. So I'm going to finish this up off camera, and we'll post another video of me installing this front diff locker. You can use it as a spool, but you'll have to use spool gears, I guess, or some other type of gear. But it's definitely meant for a front locker or a rear locker. So here's his spool. That's what his spool will look like, and this will just take standard 8mm pinion gears to operate this. So there we go, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. We will see you guys on my next video. Thanks for watching. All right, one more thing I want to add from EMP Performance on their motor mount, front diff locker, center spool, any of that stuff. If you go to his website, it's 10% off. He does have an eBay account. It's 10% more because of eBay charges. So check him out. There it is, EMP Performance. You can save 10% by going to his website, which is listed right there at the bottom. So he's got some pretty cool products, and a lot of the stuff mix and matches, like his top plates. Here's his top plate for the V1 and V2 Creighton. We're still gonna get this put on, but these top plates that support the motor mount, there's the motor mount brace right there. So he's very, how do I say, he's a small business, and I love supporting small businesses. You guys know how that is. I've been dealing with him for years. He's a great guy. He's really onto the speed game and modifications. He constantly modifies stuff and adjusts to what's out there on the market. He does a lot of Habile stuff. I mean, a lot, because, you know, in Puerto Rico, they use a lot of Habile. He does have some of the infraction and limitless parts, like these motor mounts, front diff lockers, that kind of stuff. Parts that are interchangeable into the Creighton. So really, really good quality parts, and they're made here, and he's in Chatsworth, California. And for me, that's a bonus because I order it and get my stuff in a couple of days, which is awesome. So I just wanted to let you guys know that he does have it on eBay. So, but it is 10% more. So, but if you go to his website, it's 10% cheaper. So there you go, guys. We'll see you guys on my next video, and thanks for watching.